Hello guys, and thank you for joining me on another allotment video. So I've changed the camera because for some reason the camera is reversed, so when I'm looking at the camera I'm actually looking that side, so I've got to remember to look at the camera so I can talk to you guys. But anyway, today I do need to clear the section which I've not been looking forward to doing. I'm not going to bore you to death with it, I'm just going to get on with it and I'll just show you the end results. But I'm not going to use a kicker digger. As you can see, I have always tried to do it. I'm using the fork. The only reason I'm not using the kicker digger because amongst here I do still have bits of bindweed coming up. So I want to make sure that I get the roots out. But not only that, I've still got potatoes in the ground, which I'm assuming they are from last year, which I haven't pulled up. Also, I've decided I'm going to continue doing my videos this way. I mean, it's a good idea having like the dual camera where I can see up the top, but I thought this way is better, so I'm going to stick to this way for a little while, unless you decide that it's actually better doing the dual record, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I am going to crack on with this. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm going to get on with this while I scratch my nose, and then I will show you the end results. And then after that, I will have to put my last load of potatoes in. And yes, you guessed it, more potatoes. Speaking of potatoes, I dug that up. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, guess what's for tea later? Leave your comments. Yeah, I'm only joking, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be a nice jacket potato. Yummy. But anyway, I'm now going to crack on. We're cleaning this section and I will come back to you when it is done.
2 hours later.
So I'll just stop for a second, cleaning my section up. I made some fairly good progress, but just in this little bit alone. And bear in mind this, I dug all this over last year and I got quite a lot of bindweed and bramble out last year. And just in that little bit alone, this bindweed that I pulled up, that was just at this little section here. It didn't take me too long to do, it only took me about half an hour, so I made some fairly good progress. But I want to clean this side first because I want to try putting them large raised beds and see if I can get them side by side. If not, I might have to come up with something different. But I've been looking at these, going off topic a little bit. Clovers. Now, has anybody ever found a 4-leaf clover? Because believe it or not, I have. And it was when I was on the way to fishing actually. I was drawn to some weeds down the side and I looked at this one and it was a 4-leaf clover. If I can find the picture, I will put the picture here somewhere. But yes, I haven't found a 4-leaf clover. Has anybody else found a 4-leaf clover? But anyway, I'm going to go back to the work now and I will show you, hopefully, when I've done. Here's an interesting fact about 4-leaf clovers. 4-leaf clovers are considered lucky because of their rarity, and it's believed that dates back centuries. For every 10,000 3-leaf clovers, there is only one 4-leaf clover. 4-leaf clovers are a result of genetic mutation in the white clover plant. Each leaf is said to represent faith, hope, love and luck. Ireland is often associated with 4-leaf clovers, leading to the phrase, the luck of the Irish. There you go. Little bit of bramble gone. In fact, that was quite deep down. I had to do a bit of digging there. I may still have some like little roots in there, but hopefully that'll be the last of that. So, got a small part of bramble there, and another pile of bindweed. Gotta love a bit of bindweed. But anyway, I've halved on that section. Still got this to do here, but I've got a feeling that won't take as long. So I might get that little bit of grass up just over there with the with a fork, and the rest I might just end up digging over, because the worst part was this here, because of thick grass. So I'm going to clear these out the way, and I'm just going to grab the 2 raised beds just to see if both of them will fit long ways. If not, I'm out to come up with something else. But anyway, next time you see me, hopefully I will have some raised beds here. An interesting fact about biomeat is its remarkable ability to reproduce and survive even after being partially removed, which might explain why I can't keep on top of it. Its deep, extensive root system allows it to regenerate from fragments and seeds, which can remain viable in the soil for decades. And just like that, the blink of an eye, I have brought 2 of these large raised beds over. Unfortunately, there was not enough room to put the next one here, but that's fine, because all these are going to be used for is, again, I've had a slight change of plan, nothing new there. Dave today has given me 3 cucumber plants and 4 tomato plants. Of course, my greenhouse is already full of cucumber and tomato plants. So I've had to have a slight change of plan, because I was hoping one of the raised beds will be used for leftover cabbages I've got, but I do have another idea for that. So I'll pop over to the greenhouse and I'll show you what's been given to me by Dave. So, oops, the bag is in the way. So there is 3 cucumber plants, and there are the 4 tomato plants. As you can tell, I do not have the room in the greenhouse for it. I will need to come and weed inside here pretty soon as well, and I do have like some tomato plants here as well, so I may put them in, see what happens, and then with the cabbages here, then can go out. The rest I'll just get rid of, but there's 6 in there. So the idea I've got is, over where my small raised beds are, I've got 2 beds that have got nothing growing in them, except for weed, of course, which are going to be these here. This one here, as you can tell, the only thing that's come through, get rid of the hose pipe, is weed. And again, same with this one, all this is weed. So what I plan on doing is putting 3 cabbage plants in that one, 3 in that one, put some canes down with some bottles or some cans on the top, and to put netting over these 2. But keeping them covered is extremely important. So that's a plan for that. Other beds are full of stuff anyway. What I mean stuff, I mean more weed. But anyway, I'm going to be carrying on with this weeding now and get this section cleared up, and then I'm also going to attempt to put the rest of my potatoes in, and then at least I know from here to here will be nice and clear, and I may even put some potatoes here if I have any left. But that is looking so much better now, so happy with that. But anyway, next time you see me, hopefully all this will be clear. And there you go. Yes, I do look tired now, but the section that I wasn't looking forward to is now complete, and it looks pretty amazing. So let me turn the camera around. It would help if I uncover the lens, and there you have it. That is a job well done, and I've even got the potatoes in. So I've got an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 long rows of potatoes and 4 shorter rows of potatoes. Also the beds that I put down, they've also got cropping. So this one are 3, let me just zoom out, cucumber plants. These are spare ones. So if I don't get nothing off them, I haven't lost anything. And over the back, I think these are the butternut squash that I put in, because I had nowhere else to put them. I decided I'm going to put them there. And again, this bed here has got tomatoes in, spare tomato plants. These two at the back here are my 2 mystery tomato plants. No, sorry. These ones are my 2 mystery tomato plants. So it'll be interesting to find out what tomatoes they actually are. And one other thing I've done is also these beds, I put my spare cabbages in. There's 3 in that one and 3 in that one. I have covered it over for now, but I will need to do like a little frame, put some canes in, maybe some bottles on top, and then put some netting over it just to stop anything from eating it. But I can officially say this side is now complete and full of crop. So a lot of hard work, but it pays off in the end. And I am absolutely over the moon with the progress. It's been a lot better than I actually anticipated. I thought this year would be a struggle, but thanks to the determination and help of others as well for giving me any spare crops, I'm well on the way to having a good year. So on the final note, I'm going to give everything a good watering that I planted today, and then I'm going home because I am absolutely starving. On my next visit, I will be doing my French beans, because again, Dave from a few plots down has given me some climbing French beans, and there's quite a few of them. But because a lot of mine have been eaten, I'm going to be taking the ones that are no good out and replace them with the ones that Dave gave me. I will quickly show you before I go which ones Dave has given to me. I have got one last job, and that's to water inside the greenhouse as well. So, oops, and there you are. There's quite a few in there. So then we'll need to go out next time I come down. So anyway, on that note, thank you again for watching and your support. And I will catch you on the next one, where I will probably be weeding round my early potatoes, as well as putting the French beans in. Until then, take care, and I'll see you soon.